Ooh, Preston Poultier sent me a DM. White Lily 4. Ooh, we gotta dive in. Hi, I'm Lee Stewart, and this is Phantom Bits and Pieces. Today, we're going to be talking about Preston Poultier's White Lily Issue 4. I first got introduced to Preston through Sidekick. She saw his Guinevere in the Divinity Factory on Indiegogo, and she had to have it. So she decided that I had to buy it on my account. So, of course, naturally, I bought it on my account. And when we got it, I was rather surprised. I didn't think it would appeal to me. I'm not a big Doctor Strange kind of fan. I mean, I like Doctor Strange. I kind of can live with it without it. So, and depending on who's writing Doctor Strange at the time, sometimes the stories were okay, and then most of the time the stories were really just crap as far as I was concerned. But I liked some of the artists that worked on Strange, and so I really liked the art that I saw on the Divinity Factory, and some of the prints that he had. And I read the story in that first page. I mean, that it really grabbed you, it hooked you, because you read it and you get to the bottom of it and you're like, okay, I gotta know what this is about. And you go into the next page, and he did it page after page after page. Really good book. I'm looking forward to seeing the Divinity. Oh my goodness, that is such a mouthful. The Divinity Factory, issue 2. I think he said it's going to be in the last quarter of this year, so I'll be looking forward to that. I know he's doing in this quarter, third quarter, it's going to be White Lily issue 4. A couple days ago, he sent me a message to my DMs on Twitter, and asked if I wanted to see a preview copy of White Lily 4. Now, of course, naturally, why wouldn't I? Loved the first 3 issues. Like I said, we picked those up on eBay. Once we found out about White Lily, we found out that he had another book. We had to get it. So, read those, loved it. And what White Lily is about it's a World War II era about the greatest female fighting ace pilots of the Russian army. And these women endured a lot, went through a lot. But Lily was rather unique. She was an amazing pilot at a very young age. And she was a Polish Jew. And she was not fond of Russia itself. They invaded Poland, and so she wasn't fond of the Russians. They killed her father, but she hated the Germans even more. But of course, because she was a Jew. The artwork is fantastic. Even though the original artist had passed away, Preston has managed to get another artist. I think his name is Jake Bilboa. I think it is, or Bilbao. I can't remember. And to be honest with you, I'm trying to see here. Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. I don't know. Okay. I think it's Bilboa. So anyway, White Lily, like I said, is about her and this, but there's also so you have the history, the war, but then there's this love triangle between Alexei and White Lily, and Lily and Katya, I believe it is. And so Katya is in love with Lily. Alexei is in love with Lily. And Lily and Alexei become an item. Katya is left out in the cold. And you get to see how this plays out. I'm not going to give you any spoilers. If you haven't read the first three, I highly recommend you get them. You don't have to have them to enjoy issue 4 because there's a recap of sorts, but you won't understand the interplay that was going on and why. You can understand why Lily is so distraught through the story, but you really won't understand everything. So, having said that, I highly recommend it, but I would like to share with you a couple pages of this book because it is really, I mean, the artwork is amazing, and I love this cover. Let me bring that cover up. So here's the cover for issue 4. This is a 5-issue miniseries. You have to forgive my accent. I've been kind of all around, and I've got a bit of a southern accent, but my accent is just, it's horrible. I know, people laugh at it all the time. And I try to blend in up here. This is issue 4, the cover of it. It's really, like I said, that art, I mean, that is a beautiful cover. The plane, the fire, you know, she's just smoking a cigarette. I mean, that just kind of, you know, it shows you where her mindset is. Excuse me, I need a drink. Thank you. Tonight's drink is moonshine and sparkling ice. So we have the cover, and then I don't want to, yeah, let's go ahead and show this page, because like I said, I don't want to ruin this all. Now this is just a preview copy. It's not even complete. It's not even the complete book. There's some dialogue missing, but this just shows you who the credits are. This, I think that's Bilboa or Bilbao. Yeah, well, Preston can beat me up later. But again, the art has been top notch with all the issues. The art has really been top notch. I mean, it's not one of those, you know, books where the art changes and the art or the artist is changed out and the art really takes a different leap. I think that the art has been consistent. Here's Jake's work, and I think his work is very similar to let me bring this up, and I forget what his name is, and that's the one thing I am horrible with names. Absolutely. Let's see. Old man moment. Okay, so Davis did the art, the pencils. Now, if you look here, okay, so this is White Lily 1, as you can see. I always try to buy the PDF as well if I can. What I do is I print the PDF and read it instead of reading the cover. I am a collector, and a fan first and foremost, and always will be. So, yeah, I'm going to print the PDF on my laser printer, and I'm going to read the PDF, so that if I want to later, I got a little stack, which I do. I'll have to show you one of my printed off copies I do, and I just read those, and I prefer that. There's some books that you're never going to get in a PDF because the artist or the creator doesn't want to do it that way, but that's just my preference. Okay, so if you'll notice, okay, so here's Lily here. There's an air raid going on. Fritz is coming to bomb the Russians. So here she is, and if you look at this art, and then we go here, it's really not much different, but just look at these pages. Okay, again, I don't want to show too much. I don't want to give it all away, but I mean, beautiful, total eye candy. The colors are excellent. I mean, look at that purple sky. That is just a beautiful sky. Okay, so there's one page that I think is absolutely fantastic, and I want to share that with you. So let me, well, there's a couple pages. Okay. The first 3 books are really fun. They're upbeat. They're a great story. We've got Lily enjoying her relationship with Alexei, and poor Katya all by herself, but still being friends with Lily. If I can't have her as a lover, I'll definitely have her as my friend, sort of thing. And we are talking about, the 40s. So, a lesbian couple, and there's some hints of it, like her mother saying that, fighting women are dykes. And so that's probably going to get, well, thank goodness I'm not monetized, because that would get me boogered. But, there's some really great moments in this. And I'm going to be honest with you. If you're a feminist and you're not reading this book, there's something wrong with you. And I'm not talking you the third wave feminists, but even third wave feminists would enjoy this book. Sidekick is not a feminist, even though she's a very I don't know how to put it, opinionated woman. That's gonna get me slapped. But Sidekick loves this book, loves the independence of Lily, loves the character. She loves this story. So I don't know why women aren't gravitating to this book. This is a really good book, and if you're LGBTQ, you should be really looking at this book and asking yourself why you haven't picked it up, because it's a great book. I mean, this book touches on a lot of things that were taboo in the 40s. Independent woman, secure. I mean, Lily is like the feminine champion that you would want. She's not crazy. She's determined. She's dogged. She's fearless, courageous, but fragile and broken. I mean, all the things that you would want in a hero. I mean, there are hero components throughout this book without being a superhero. Like I said, I don't know why this book is not getting more love on YouTube and more love by critics, because this is a really good story. I don't know. I just find it bizarre that a book of this quality and this caliber, this is something that Marvel should be doing. And DDO, you should be doing this book. You should be. Just saying. But this should be a DC book. This should be a DC Dark. I mean, this should be on their black label, because this is a good book. I mean, now that Vertigo's gone, like we didn't see that coming. This should be a DC black label book. I mean, in all honesty, it really should. It is a fabulous book. So let me get to the last page. And what I've done is I have removed all the text. Because I want to show you why I like this page. This page is the best elements of tell and show. In it, there's dialogue, and the dialogue is good. The dialogue is giving you the information of what's going on, and Lily and Katya are having a conversation. They're sharing breakfast and they're having a conversation. And I'm not going to tell you what that conversation is. All I'm going to do is let you see the art, because it tells you everything. So here we go. Sometimes all it takes is one simple prop. We see the flower, the lily. It's wilted. The stem is bent. It's broken, just like Lily. She's lost. She's broken. She's wilting under all this enormous stress and pain. And the flower is telling us her emotions, telling us what she's feeling. But she's not giving up. And just like the lily, this lily is not dead. This lily is not dead either, even though they both wish they were. Excellent, Preston. Excellent. If you were the one who did the layout for that, fan-frickin-tastic, dude. I mean, like, fuck yeah. That is an awesome, awesome page. I want that page. So, Preston, if that page is available for sale, I'll buy that page, because I want that page. That page speaks to me. I'll buy that damn page. But I love this book. I just can't get enough of it. I don't know why. Like I said, I don't know why people are not flocking to it. And I guess that's because, Preston has stirred up some controversy on Twitter, which, it's Twitter. There's always somebody butthurt on Twitter. But I just highly recommend this book. I can't tell you enough how much I have enjoyed reading it. Preston, I want to say thank you for letting me review the book. I specifically came to him and asked him, I said, could I show some of the book? And he said absolutely. He didn't have a problem with that. And I'll be honest with you, Preston and I have had conversations that were not pleasant when I first got this stuff. But Preston has always been polite and accommodating. He gets his books out consistently. They're available when he tells you they're available. He prints a bit so he can sell like on his eBay store. So you get everything. You get the benefit of an indie creator, and you get his ear because he's on Twitter and you can't interact with him. He has a YouTube channel, which I will put in the link. I will put a link to his YouTube channel in here. I will put his Twitter in, so you can watch his videos. I'm not going to say that I agree with Preston on everything that he talks about. I think he's right on a lot of things. I think he likes to poke the bear. Sometimes the bear bites you, so be careful, Preston. But as far as a writer, Preston is top notch. I mean, this is a guy who writes movies. He's not just some fly-by indie guy. Like, he's actually, he's got some series or some movies and stuff underneath his belt. The man is very talented, a very good writer, and he knows his craft. Again, that page. Damn, I want it, Preston. Sell me that page. I'll buy it. If there is a actual physical copy of that page, I want it. I want that page on my wall, like these guys. And I've got some other art that I haven't had a chance to put up. This room is going away. So, yes, by all means, White Lily by Preston Poultier, issue 4. Buy it. You'll like it. Even though I couldn't read the whole thing because all the dialogue wasn't there, the complete book, I believe the complete book was there. Wow, great story. Thank you. Keep pumping them out, Preston, because, brother, you got talent. So, if you like what I've done here today and you wish to continue to see other videos, please, hit that, it's over here. No, it's over there, isn't it? Hit the subscribe, hit the like button, which is over there, and come back and see the next one. My cat wants to see me. And maybe one day I'll let you guys meet Gasper. I will be doing a review of Robot Western. This is another Indiegogo book that I think is not getting enough attention, like my cat, and he's a nut. And so we're going to do a review on it, and I'll show you some highlights from it because I've got some PDFs of it. Awesome book. Really great story. If you like old school Westerns with a sci-fi twist, you're going to like this book. It's a good book. I thought I'd also do Ravage Kill All Men because Ben Henderson, man, that's a great book. Ravage Kill All Men's a great book. I bought some art for that. Please support your indie creators. I can't say enough. There are some really good books out there. I know that many of us are patiently waiting for like Cyberfrog. I'm really anxious to see Brand. The preview that Antonio put out was the biggest tease there was. Yeah, I loved Brand. I love it so far. So unless something crazy happens in the rest of the book, yeah, I'm a Brand guy. Looking forward to Shinobi Sasquatch. Hey, that looks like a fun book. Trying to think of some other ones. The Extractors. I'm also going to be doing a review of The Abductables. That was a fun book. Oh, it's a pity that book didn't get sold more. That was a really fun book. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be, but I was kind of right about how I thought it was going to go. I just didn't see the end coming. Won't spoil that for you. And I'm going to do a little hint on the Veil War because, damn it, I'm disappointed that book didn't get printed. But we have a copy of some of it. And I thought I'd want to share what share it, because that was a funny looking book, and sometimes a good comedy comic is great. So, now that you know what we're going to be doing here, oh, I can't forget. We will be launching Fandom News Network in a few weeks. The studio isn't finished yet. Imagine Dan Rather's Nightline in parody. Fandom News Network coming at you. Should be fun. Oh, and if you're thin-skinned, don't watch Fandom News Network, because we rip everybody, and that means every damn one of you. Enjoy.